How strong is Death from Puss in Boots? Lobo, also known as Death, is the main title or antagonist of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Not only has Death defeated Puss in Boots 7 times before this movie even takes place, as I'll explain later, but he's also overwhelmed him and blitzed him within this same movie. Keep in mind, this is the same Puss in Boots that got thrown by a literal mountain-sized giant through multiple buildings and survived without a scratch. The same Puss that was able to fly through the sky at massive speeds, as well as puncture and injure this massive behemoth of a giant. This brings us to the craziest feat in the entire movie when Jack Horner gets thrown in his magical duffel bag, the same bag that's stated to be bottomless, which essentially means the inside of this bag is infinitely large in space, meaning that Jack Horner escaped in infinite space, which takes infinite speed or higher. And not only do Puss in Boots as well as Kitty Sawpaws just blatantly skilled at Jack Horner later, but it's implied that he literally dies, meaning that Death was the last person to take it. I've heard some individuals try to question if this is actually Death when he literally explains himself to be the literal concept, the literal embodiment of death itself.
I don't mean it metaphorically or rhetorically or poetically or theoretically or in any other fancy way. I'm Death. Straight up.
And just to show you guys how absurdly consistent this is, when Puss in Boots uses a star map that shows his location where others are in the area, Death is never shown on this map whatsoever because he is not living, he is a concept, he is dead. We even see this again with one of Jack Horner's goons that fly into the star wall that cause death to anyone that goes through, yet Death himself was able to walk through the star wall completely unfazed without dying, showing that he has multiple layers into the concept of death itself. This man Death is an absolute monster and slams a lot of you guys' favorite antagonists, especially Tai Lung.